We'll go over whatever you want.
Oh, worried about. So let's get this. So it's 29 questions, and you're having 5 from each chapter for the final. How are you doing that?
What do you mean? Sorry. How am I breaking it up?
Yeah, how are you breaking it up?
I haven't decided.
You have an idea how you want to break it up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to do like 5 questions from this, 5 questions from this for sure. I'll probably just come up with.
Nice.
How many chapters do we have total? We have.
Gosh, a lot.
10? Is it 10?
No. No, I think it's like 15, isn't it?
Then you can only ask 3 per question. I'm just saying.
It's 13.
13 chapters?
Mm-hmm.
So 13 divided by, or 50 divided by 13.
Yeah, but we have our final. We're not really going to have our final on there, are you?
What are you talking about?
It's not.
I mean, our exam 4.
Exam 4 is
It's
probably
different.
not as much.
Oh.
Like, brain. That makes it even harder.
So let's. I was gonna do evenly if you. I haven't made it yet. I'm making it tonight.
Okay.
So.
The first chapter was blood.
So we have. Let's
Do
see.
you want donuts? You want-
Let's see.
Hard.
Let's.
What
Well, maybe it's-
Can we list off all the chapters we did?
So we got blood, heart.
Numbers, please.
Oh, I don't know. I just got
do you
to
want?
say
So
that
chapter
exercise.
19 is chapter 19 circulatory.
So we got chapter 18. Oh, it's gonna have to be way more space than that.
Oh, we got 18, 19, and 20. Then we have 21, 25, 26, and 17. And then we have 22, 23, and 24. And then we have 27, 28, and 29.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and these last 3 are exam 4. So we have 10 for the final.
So you're going to exclude exam 4?
I think so, because you guys are going to have plenty of questions on it. I don't think you need any extra. So, yeah, let me do that. I'll do 5 questions for each chapter. Okay? About 5 questions for each chapter. Okay?
The highlights.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
You guys don't get to write the exam, you know that.
Are you sure? I think we should talk about that.
Last I checked. Okay, so here are the. Is it still not on?
There's no light, but nobody's on. That's it.
Any Rocky Horror fans? Just make art. There you go. So we have. Well, that's not an option. Alright. So this is blood, heart,
Circulatory.
yeah.
Whoa.
Hey.
Immune.
See, we can go over the 5 questions right now for you, and you don't have to make it.
Look at
You can
that.
write
That's
it
so
all.
nice, you guys. And then this is renal, right? 23 is renal.
I feel like we should help you make the exam.
22 is respiratory.
So you don't forget anything.
Oh, yeah.
We're just trying to help you out.
Digestive. What's 26?
I don't have a 26.
I have lymph, immunity, Well, yeah, immune is immune and lymph. 25 digestive. 26 and 17. I thought 17 was AP1.
We didn't do 17.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is what I have here.
3 kidney.
21. Renals 23.
4 is fluid. Yeah, acid base.
What's 26?
I don't think
25.
GI is. You know,
I have blood, heart, cardiovascular, like circulatory system. Lymph-immune, which is chapter 21. Then I have digestive. Then I have respiratory, renal, acid base. And then repro.
I think that might be
That's it.
2.
Oh, and chapter 4, for exam 4. That, 6 slides we went over. I don't think we did 26. What is chapter 26? You don't have the book? I can pull it up and draw it out.
well.
Nutrition and metabolism.
No, we didn't do
Okay.
that. And then 17 is the hormones. That's AMP1. So, okay. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 50 divided by 8. 4, 5, 6-ish. 6 times 8.
48, yeah, so.
Around 6. All right. So about 6 questions per chapter. Okay. Because there's going to be about 50 questions. Okay. So we have half an hour.
Alright, well, I guess the biggest question for us was, what do you feel like most people had an issue with? Do you know in your notes about who had the most, not who,
What
what the
chapter?
classes had the struggle with?
I would say acid base, your calculations.
It wasn't the circulatory?
I would also say the immune system.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I don't think you guys had as much issue with the blood and circulatory as you think you did. It was just the first exam. Does that make sense? You weren't sure what to expect. So as far as knowing what valves go where, which vein and artery has deoxygenated blood. What's that tricky artery that has deoxygenated blood in it? Pulmonary artery. All right, it's the one that they always make trick questions of.
Uh-huh. Yep. Sure does.
All right. So do you guys want me to pull up these 2 chapters and go through them like we did?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be week 4, chapter 21.
And I think, part of it, you started giving us study guides
Yeah.
differently,
Yeah.
which helped.
Yeah,
I think.
This is not
I am by no way blaming you. That came out wrong.
What is on?
I feel like all this is gonna make a lot of sense come tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
What's
we're gonna
crazy
take
though?
anything.
Exactly.
Erica, when you look at chapter 21, the last test of my grade we had, we would have studied this. Micro.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because
That's what I'm
micro
saying.
you touched on some of the immune system.
Oh yeah, but our whole last test was, that whole last test is what we did.
Oh, yeah.
and immunity. It's that whole chapter.
Oh, great. Okay. So let's get started. All right.
I can't find my slides.
21.
I
21.
got all in one thing.
Everyone's panicking. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I don't know where. Oh, here it is.
So does anyone have more than one exam tomorrow?
Yes.
You have the micro one
Yes.
with Dr. Shepard?
Yes.
I
might go Thursday.
I might go
Thursday? Oh, you mean like 2 tomorrow and then 1 Thursday?
have one tomorrow
One tomorrow, two Thursday.
and then 2 Thursday.
Ah, I
Actually, I have
see.
2 tomorrow. I mean, 3 Thursday. 3 of them.
You have 3 classes on Thursday?
Yes. I'm here from 8:30 till 10.
Well, I have 3 tomorrow. Because we got 2 in here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
No, this is one.
get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. I really hate this screen.
And our last clinical is when, lady?
It's all stretched out.
Saturday.
It's really hard to read.
That's for blind people.
No, it's stretched. Like it stretches the words.
Yeah.
So it's hard to actually see it.
No, it's not. It looks right. It's just cute.
No, it's
No, the
No,
letters
like
are
really
stretched.
go.
I know. I'm just
It's
kidding.
horrible.
Horrible.
I have my glasses checked. These are
Meant for
new.
you to sit over here.
These are new glasses. I know they work, so it's the computer. Alright. What is before we touch on the immune, what is the lymph system? Lymphatic system? What's it for?
Planning, fluid recovery,
Fluid recovery.
immunity,
Mm-hmm.
and lipid absorption.
You are reading straight off of your.
Where's lipid absorption take place?
Where's what, huh?
Small intestine.
There you go. The lacteals.
Right here.
Where are the lacteals found?
That's
Small intestines. Alright.
Can we have an open book exam?
Sure, next semester. Just you. You can come in, take the exam open book. Just for fun.
Alright.
That's only if you pass, though.
Probably not going to,
No.
but okay.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep going until you stop me. Lymphatic capillaries. How are they different from regular capillaries? Blood capillaries.
Yeah,
They don't know all that.
Yeah.
They're open-ended.
Dead end. That's right. What else?
They're very loose.
Yeah, their holes are very loosey-goosey. Right? Cells can get in there. Like cancer cells.
cells. A lot of them.
What are the valves for?
Going one
Prevent
night.
backflow.
Prevent backflow. 6 lymphatic trunks. Right?
We don't need to know that, right?
2 collecting ducts.
Really?
2 major ducts, right? One goes into each subclavian vein, right? Where does the right duct drain from?
Right.
Right.
Oh God, guys, come on. You can just look up.
Right here.
Right, so SVC.
Yeah, so it drains into the right SVC, but it drains from the right arm and the right side of the head and the right thoracic cavity. All right.
And the left, everything.
So the left is everything else. The left side of the head, the left arm, left thoracic cavity, the abdomen, the whole abdomen, and all from the legs. All right.
God.
I feel like this is all new stuff.
This is just saying that the lymphatic system follows the cardiovascular system. All right. So it starts in the capillaries. You can see my mouse here. Starts in the capillaries here.
No.
Yeah,
Oh wait, hold on. Slow down.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, it's so small on there. Okay.
And white on white background.
Yeah. I didn't design it. All right. The mouse, that is. Okay, so the capillary, the lymph system starts in the capillaries and goes up along the veins. Right? All right. Good at that. The sternochyli or chyli, I always get it wrong. It's located in the abdomen. It's the center point for all the lower lymph system. All right.
That's question
Just want me to name them? Alright, exam question 1. Okay. Hey, it's me! Alright, let me turn this. I'm recording this lecture, so I'm gonna try and... Okay. Alright, and I'll try and post the video for you guys so you can watch it again if you want. Alright, so, what causes backflow of the lymph system. Why would it get backed up?
Or venous return.
Or venous return. What else?
Lymph flow, messing up the lymph flow.
Yeah, something blocking the lymph, right? Or you're just not moving enough, right? Skeletal muscle is required to compress the lymph, just like it's required to compress the veins. Or you're pregnant and it's just terrible. All right, here we go. Here are all the fun stuff.
First question number
You
two.
guys should have, I believe I handed out a worksheet in this class maybe, that laid out like a chart of the different cells, so which are considered lymphocytes. No, maybe,
Oh,
yes.
hold on. Let me look through all my
This one?
30,000 pages.
Maybe.
Cellular immunity, humoral immunity, it's effective against, so it's the first, second, and third.
Okay. Maybe.
Which one?
I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of like a little tree.
Not like-
down.
This? Not that? Or this one?
Nope. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Perhaps you did not.
Perhaps I did.
Well, this is what we did in micro.
Okay. So we got natural killer cells. All right. We got T cells and B cells. All right. Who are the immune surveillance?
Natural killer.
Natural killers. What are so special about T and B cells?
They have memory.
They have memory. Thank you. All right. APCs. What's APCs? stand for?
Antigen
Presenting
presenting
cells.
cells.
All right. Yeah, you guys did go over this in micro because you know it already. I was like, you guys definitely would have forgotten this if you hadn't had it. Okay.
Totally.
All right. Macrophages. You good there? Dendritic. How do we feel about those? Dendritic cells. They are mobile APCs in the epidermis, mucous membranes, and lymphatic organs. All right. What's so unique about reticular cells?
They do not move.
They do not move. A little Lamberfies on these macrophages.
Dendritic cells in the
The lymph node.
why am I thinking?
What is malt? Not the beverage.
Oh, gosh.
You associated with bad tissue.
Yeah, where is it usually found?
In the,
Connective tissues? No.
I thought it was in the mucosa of your intestines.
Yeah, it's most commonly found in the intestines, in the mucosa.
In the intestines?
It can be found in connective tissue, but the intestines are like the number one spot for it.
Okay.
What's a lymphatic? What are considered lymphatic nodules? There's 3 of them.
Lymph
Um,
nodes,
so-
tonsils, and appendix.
There you go. I know you're just reading off the board, but I'm pretending that you knew that off the top of your head. All right. What makes up primary lymphatic organs?
Red bone marrow and thymus.
So yeah. So why are they considered primary
Because
organs?
that's where
Because
they're
that's where
Making sure.
immunity.
That's where they make the cells, and that's where the cells become mature. Right? So where are T cells made?
The thymus.
Lies. You're wrong.
It's made in
They're
the
made in
bone
the
marrow.
bone marrow.
Yes.
Mature at the thymus.
Oh,
To
that's
the
right.
thymus to mature.
Yes. Okay. So the bone marrow is where all these guys are made. The thymus is where they're matured. The T cells mature. Okay. Remember, they call them that because that's where they first found them. They later realized that they're actually made in the bone marrow and they travel.
That's right.
Secondary lymphatic organs.
Lymphatic
Lymph
nodes.
nodes, tonsils, and spleens.
Spleen. Yeah.
That's not where
All right. Hemopoiesis is what?
Making the
Red
red blood
cells.
cells.
What's a formed element?
Platelet.
Well, that's an example of one, but what is a formed element?
The stuff that's in the
I don't know.
When I say
The
formed
form-
element, what does that include?
everything is inside.
Don't know.
It's a cell. So you got the platelets, red blood cells, you got leukocytes, lymphocytes. Those are the formed elements, all right? Especially when you're talking about blood, because what else is there other than formed elements?
No. Well, I mean, tissue, fluid,
Plasma. Plasma is very important. You have antibodies, right? So the formed elements are the cells in the blood. Okay. What kind of capillaries do you have in the bone marrow? Sinusoid.
Where do you?
Yeah.
I'm not looking it up.
Do you remember the three types we talked about?
Cuboidal?
You have sinusoid,
No, I don't.
fenestrated, and continuous.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, continuous is what? Who can describe what that is?
It keeps going.
A continuous capillary. What does that mean?
Just keep going.
It means the gaps are extremely small, almost as if it's completely closed. So what can get through a continuous capillary?
Very small,
Fluid, electrolytes, glucose.
but no protein or nothing like that.
Right, no protein, no cells, right? That's pretty much the number one capillary you have in your body is continuous.
Continuous capillary.
Yeah, then you have fenestrated. What's that?
Got a hole in it.
They have holes.
They have holes, right? Can cells get through?
Yes.
No,
Why not?
Shit.
because the holes aren't big enough. Fenestrated, right? Holes aren't big enough for cells to get through. Sinusoidal.
That's the little.
These are gigantic holes. All right, there's gaps between the cells, which allow just about everything to get through. Protein, cells, antibodies. All right. So it's found in the bone marrow. It's found in the liver. Make sense? Because the liver produces a lot of antibodies. Good. Don't give me that look. This is another chapter.
I don't remember.
That's not on the test. I'm just
Oh, it's not? Okay. All right. Good to know. What cells do platelets come from?
from red cells.
B cells.
Platelets? No.
Almost like
No, that's plasma. Holy
these cells is antibodies, it's plasma.
Not antibodies.
It's plasma.
I'm asking platelets.
Platelets. Those are thrombocytes.
Where do they come from? What
Bone marrow.
stem cell do they come from? You had homework on this. Whole homework on it.
I don't think you're asking the question.
I am.
I don't think I'm understanding your
I don't
question.
think I'm receiving the question.
I don't
Does anyone remember what a megakaryocyte is?
No.
No.
How was your homework?
What homework?
Platelets. Do they have nuclei?
No.
No.
No. And it's because you have a megakaryocyte, right? That's the nucleus.
I have no.
You learned this. And they pinch off from the megakaryocyte to form platelets.
Not ringing a bell.
That's
What
how platelets
chapter
are
is that
formed.
in? This chapter?
This one. Yeah.
Well, why don't I see any slides on that?
Well, because it's not in this section. But there's a megakaryocyte right
Thanks
here.
a lot there.
See that megakaryocyte right there?
Oh, it's
Well, I see it because it's labeled there.
Yeah. Platelets are coming off of it.
So
Alright?
platelets are made
are
from
made by negative.
megakaryocyte. So that's gonna be test question number 4, guys.
There you go. Test question number 4.
Just hope y'all are paying attention.
Platelets are made by.
I bet
What's
you
the
we have
thymus?
The thymus is
It's
a
your
little
primary or primary.
Where's it found?
mediastinum area.
Yeah, but
I need a
Chest.
throat.
Your
Oh,
chest.
come on.
what organ is it usually found on top of?
Organ, cardiac.
Heart.
It's usually on the heart. Mhm.
I'm like, is she saying that?
Oh my
one thing?
God,
She's
She
this is
threw
so
me off when she
confusing.
said chest. I'm like,
I don't know.
Because you haven't looked over it in a while.
Yeah.
Alright. We gotta move through this a little more quickly. We got 15 minutes. Alright. Alright, just stop me if there's a slide where you're like, oh dear God, please go over this. Please don't do it every slide. I know Erica too well, because she would do that immediately.
I think got you, girl.
Purpose of lymph node.
Period. Let's
2.
To promote
Lymph node.
immunity.
expose it to B and T cells.
You know what I'm there with.
Lord have mercy.
Alright, we're gonna keep moving.
Yeah. Where?
Right there.
Oh. That's nice.
What's the difference between lymphadenitis and lymphedema?
Lymphadenitis is
Inflammation of one small.
Swelling.
And painful, right? Lymphedema is just not working. Yep, swelling. We got tonsils. Keep moving. We got spleen.
Mm-hmm. Red
Red,
pulp
white.
and white pulp.
Okay.
What? Red is red.
Alright. 3 lines of defense.
First line, second line, and third.
Alright, what's the first line?
Skin
Skin
and
and
skin.
Yeah, barrier. Second line.
Macrophage.
Yeah, not
Cells.
cells, right?
Uh-huh.
Cellular immunity.
That's the
Yes.
Third line of defense,
is your immune system.
B&T.
your humoral.
Oh.
2 arms of
Humoral.
human.
That's test question number 5.
Alright? So, the second line of defense is your cellular immunity. That includes like natural killer cells, macrophages, neutrophils. The real basic guys, right?
That's what? Number
The
2?
second line of defense.
Oh,
That's cellular immunity.
okay.
Humoral immunity is what?
B and T.
B and T.
Third line.
B and T. Yep.
Okay.
Which of those is specific
B.
for the B and T's? Which of those is specific for the specific diseases? Spelling error. Defense. Alright, let's see. This has 84 slides. Yeah, we're gonna fall through these. Alright,
Can you? I'd like to look at slide 60 whenever we get there.
okay. External barriers you're familiar with. Oh, this is the nice chart that I like. Okay. This is kind of what I was talking about.
This is a confusing chart.
What are you talking about? It's the cell, what it does, and when it arrives.
Oh, that's because you
What's your
took off
favorite
lymphocytes.
first?
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fixed it. Alright. Alright, natural killer cells. Interferons do
So,
what?
neighboring cells.
Yes.
So I got that question right on my
They
mind.
sacrifice themselves, yes. Complement system is complicated. Membrane attack complex does what?
What?
Target cell.
Yeah, it pokes holes.
Oh yeah.
Pokes holes
That's
in the
a
membrane.
tunnel.
Creates that little tunnel.
That's not
What's a pyrogen?
Cause fever.
fever.
Pyrogen is what?
Things that cause a fever. Oh.
Yep. If you take Tylenol, are you more likely or less likely to infect someone else?
More like
Or
because
Why?
the pyrogen doesn't work. And it doesn't kill it off.
Does it make you feel better?
Yeah, you're going to be carrying more of the, because your fever doesn't go up to kill the infectious agent, right? So you're going to have more of the infectious agent in you, more likely to pass it on.
Huh.
All right, different stages of a fever.
sweat it out, y'all.
Onset,
Sweat it out.
stadium, and defervescence, right? What's stadium?
Just
Highest amount.
Steady, yeah. Defervescence.
Decline.
Yeah, I start feeling better. This guy is a terrible person, but he's gonna infect people with malaria, so treat him. Alright, you don't need to know this guy. Don't worry about it. He used to use high temperature, he used to use malaria to treat syphilis. Alright. The 4 cardinal signs of inflammation.
Redness, swelling, heat, pain.
Mm-hmm. And what's the 5th sometimes associated with it?
Loss of movement.
Loss of function. Nice. Okay. What is chemotaxis?
Movement.
Towards?
pathogen.
Towards, yeah, the chemical signal. What is diapedesis?
White blood
cells walk through.
Yeah, it's when they move through the wall. Alright. Phagocytosis is when they eat it. Okay. Alright. Feel free to stop me. specific immunity. These 4 properties, all right? Specificity, versatility, memory, and tolerance of self.
I don't feel like I went over this.
Yeah. Specificity. How are B and T cells specific?
Because
Feeling bad.
Memory.
they have memory.
Well, they're specific to one
Antigen.
type of antigen.
From
Right?
antibody.
Yeah.
Antigen.
Versatility. Why is there versatility there?
Because a lot of them they can attack different ones.
All right. Why is there memory?
Because they can remember what they always exposed to.
Why is there tolerance of self?
So they don't attack you.
Yes. There you go. All right. This is the one that confuses people just the way it's laid out. If I say something is active form of immunity, what does that mean?
You
You're
made
making
it.
You're making it yourself. Passive,
You're getting it.
you're getting antibodies from someone else. All right. So what's a natural form of passive immunity?
You make it yourself.
Passive.
When you
Oh,
breast milk,
breast
for the
Breast
baby.
milk. All right. Natural form of active,
Natural form of
Right.
active.
just exposed. Yeah. All right. Artificial form of active.
You get the
Vaccine.
Vaccine.
You make your own antibody.
All right. Artificial form of passive.
Serum.
You get the serum.
Anti-serum, yeah, antibodies in a bag at the hospital. All right. Difference between antigen and an antibody.
Antibody, you make it.
Antigen
No.
triggers your immune response.
So an antigen is the thing that your antibody recognizes. Slide that picture, sorry. All right, CD4s are helper cells. CD8, cytotoxic. TM,
Memory.
and they come from what type of cells?
TC.
Cytotoxic cells. You also have, so T memory, TM, come from TC cells. T cytotoxic. This is kind of a breakdown. I don't think it's all that great. Alright. Talked about that. They're made in the red bone marrow, mature, and then colonize other organs. Right? They man their stations. Actin, even antigen. Alright, class 1 versus class 2 MHC. What's the
Class
difference?
1 is your own.
No, class 1 is on all cells.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Class 2 is only found where? APCs. Alright? Only on APCs when it eats a pathogen. Class 2 is very, very, very specific. Alright? So, what's the difference between cellular immunity and humoral immunity?
One is the memory.
Mm-hmm.
And cellular is just your
Cellular
second.
Yeah, cellular is like just the random cells floating around your body, ready to attack anything.
Olive.
All right. What is co-stimulation?
That requires two.
Has to be able to bind to 2 antigens before it will activate a response. Why?
To make sure it's doing the right thing.
Make sure it's right.
Yeah, you don't want to activate by accident. Perforin does what?
Perforates.
Sorry, you wanted to go over 60, right?
60.
This 60. What did you want to go over?
I guess the co-stimulation was my biggest.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need to study it. I don't want to have to review it. But
All right. Perforin does what?
pokes holes in it.
All right. Interferons do what?
Makes-
Announce.
No.
Yeah, but what do they do
Oh,
to the
virus.
surrounding cells?
What do they do? Alert them.
Yeah. Okay. Read the slide.
Activate macrophages.
Inhibit viral replication.
Oh.
All right. That's the number 1 job of an interferon. So it'll alert the other cells and interferes with viral replication in those cells. All right. And TNF? T cell finds cancer cell, explodes cancer cell. Pew pew pew. Yeah. Humoral is B cell, right? Antibodies. And remember, a portion of the plasma cells, so plasma cells make what? Antibodies. Plasma cells come from what?
B cells.
B cells. Remember, a small portion of those plasma cells will be saved as a what?
A memory.
A memory cell. So they can respond more quickly later on. Oh my goodness, you make me yawn. Okay. Alright, we didn't go over this a whole lot. The variable regions are found where?
The ends.
Ends. The constant regions are found where? The middle. Where's antigen bind?
The ends.
On the end. How many antigens can one antibody bind?
2.
2.
One on each side, but right?
One on each side. You do not need to know these 5.
We know
Oh, yeah,
them.
we do.
We know them like the
Not
back
for
of
your
our hand.
test.
Not for my test. Did we go over this? I think that's why it's orange. I think we did not.
We'll go there.
Yeah, no, we didn't go there. Alright. Immune system disorders. Too much, too little, or wrong target. Right? So hypersensitive, autoimmune, and weak immune system. Don't be your T cells. If you don't have T cells, what organ would you probably not have?
Minus.
And tonsils as well.
That's an gamma, whatever it's called.
Alright.
We did something on that too.
HIV. What's the difference between HIV and AIDS?
HIV is the virus
And AIDS is?
infection. Or secondary result.
It's the result of the infection. Which is what?
The T, no more T cells.
Kills your T cells, yeah.
T
So you can be infected with HIV but still have T cells, right? It's
Yes.
not until the HIV activates and lyses all those T cells that you develop AIDS.
Correct.
Transmission, talked about that. What kind of condom is not sufficient against HIV? Lambskin.
That's question number 6.
Alright,
Yeah.
so that's the immune system.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. Acid base, I think we did that recently, so you guys still may be a little comfortable with it. Other than that, it is 7 o'clock, so I will post that video. It'll probably be a YouTube link since it's so big.
What time do you get here tomorrow?
I don't know.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you guys can make it.
Alright, so I'll listen to my hour-long ride home.
You gonna stay?
Huh?
You stay